Hello, Scorpio. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading focused on the second half of June from the 16th all the way through the 30th. General reading, as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person tuning in, so please do keep that in mind. And what we're focusing on here today are those who are in separation or going through some sort of challenge in your partnership. We're going to start things off with 3D messages and what's going on in that realm, Scorpio. So starting off with my Silhouettes deck, and then we'll grab some cards from the Mystic Moon Oracles deck, okay? So let's begin. What's going on in the 3D, or what is it that you need to be made aware of in the 3D world? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. All right, here we go. In the 3D, we've got a broken feminine. Okay, so if you represent the feminine in this reading, this is your energy right off the bat, if you're able to relate to that already. We do have shadows. The only way to make friends with your inner demons is to face it, heal from it, and move on. So there could be a very specific message coming through for feminines this time, whatever these inner demons might represent. Something for you to perhaps heal through shadow work. We have butterfly, creativity, exuberant joy, spiritual rebirth, endless potential, transformation, change, hope, and life. And I actually like this card coming through in this way, because this is telling us that if you are broken at this time, if you're hurting right now through this journey, whatever part of it you're on, feminine, that you can heal from it, you can change, you can transform, that there is hope for you, not just in your love life. This could totally have something to do with other things that you're going through in your life that could be really challenging. We have a beam of light. So you might have to deal with what's in the shadows first in order to head towards this energy of the light, which could certainly represent the sun, which is happier energies. And it does say surround yourself with those who bring the light into your life rather than dimming it. So maybe part of the reason why you're broken and why you might be going through something really difficult right now is because you have surrounded yourself with people who are already in these dark energies and in this type of shadow. And so therefore they are bringing that shadow energy into your life. So perhaps it's time for a change, and that could be what this apocalypse, which could represent a tower moment. Yes, it's destructive. Yes, it's unexpected, but sometimes and oftentimes it is needed, because based off of what's coming through here, you've had some red flags that perhaps you have needed to deal with, but maybe you ignored those red flags. So now it's time to face them in order to move forward from that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight. So very specific message coming through for the feminines in the 3D. But you will get through this. Contemplation, okay? So maybe right now you're doing a lot of thinking, soul searching, contemplating. Maybe some of you just need some downtime, which is very similar to the Hermit's energy in tarot, just being in solitude, healing from what has broken you. You could also be feeling very nostalgic about a particular person that might have hurt you, someone you are at a distance from. This person could have abandoned you, could have left you, maybe left you out in the cold. And there was a lesson attached to this experience. We have fear, and then we have unawakened. So I do feel here that part of the reason, and take this if it applies, if somebody ended up leaving you, not necessarily for someone else, just ending the partnership, there could have been something in their own shadows that was causing them to act this way because they were afraid of commitment maybe. And so rather than being open and honest and just communicating that to you, maybe they just decided to end things and abandon the partnership. And for some of you, maybe they left without explaining themselves. They could have ghosted you. And that person coming through as someone who is or was unawakened, because this apocalypse, again representing a tower moment, might have knocked this person off their feet to the point where they're now awakened as to what they did, how they ended up hurting you. Again, especially if you are feminine tuning in and are able to resonate with that. So let's clarify this. So right off the bat, we've already got some challenges and some heavy things that you have gone through. All right, so I'm going to pull from my tarot teacher here, Scorpio. So what's going on in the 3D? What is going on in the 3D has been a little bit difficult, I feel. Page of Swords could represent the masculine here. For some of you guys, maybe your masculine is younger than you, so you could be dealing with someone who's a little bit more immature, feeling a little bit restless with this energy. The Page of Swords is someone who's curious. So, you know, maybe if you haven't spoken in a while, if you guys follow each other on social media, maybe they are observing whatever it is that you're posting and they're just really curious as to what's going on in your life. Especially if what you do post is a little bit on the cryptic side, you know. They want to reach out though, they want to communicate, but they're allowing their fears to get in the way of doing just that. Seven of Wands representing the challenges that you guys have clearly gone through in this partnership. It hasn't been easy by any means, and the Seven of Wands can sometimes indicate competition. Part of that competition could have been infidelities, other people that were a part of this equation, could have been a love triangle. But you guys are also being offered a new beginning here. Okay, so this can represent good news with that Ace of Wands. And there's a new opportunity for things to grow between the two of you. And that, I feel, represents this butterfly energy. You know, that spiritual rebirth, allowing you to find the hope in what could have been a hopeless situation. I'm also feeling for some of you guys that maybe right now you're just independent and solo. And again, just solitude, spending time on your own. Could be the feminines who are in that energy. But I mean, it could be the masculines too. Nine of Pentacles could, however, be someone who is financially independent and successful in that way. And that could represent you, Scorpio, but it could also be the person that you're thinking about. For my feminines, I feel your personal life, your love life might be going through a bit of a rocky stage, but maybe your career, your finances, what's happening in the material world might actually be going along quite well. The person that you're thinking about or are in separation from could actually be your twin flame. The Four of Wands can represent a reunion. It represents the 1111 number. So if you happen to be seeing the number or the time, it's a make-a-wish number. So you might want to take the time to just really focus and concentrate on a particular wish that you want to be able to manifest, because it might just come to fruition here for some of you. So even though you've had what might appear to be a tower moment and red flags in the connection, there's the possibility that you guys can actually build a much stronger foundation, because that's what the Four of Wands represents, is the foundation for a love connection, for a relationship, for a family. It's working together. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles, putting in the work, not being afraid of that hard work to be able to fix what was not working in the partnership. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue here for the 3D messages. I'm going to pull from my Heart Space Oracle. So Scorpio, some of these messages could of course be for you or from you. So take whichever one of these makes sense for your situation, or whatever you're intuitively guided to accept. What is it that you guys want to say to each other in the 3D? There are a million people that will cross my path in my lifetime, and still none of them could ever compare to you. Interesting. But if there were infidelities, for example, it doesn't have to just be infidelity, but whatever the challenges were that contributed to this energy, I feel your person has had clarity now, and they see that you represent the one. No one else could ever come close to the type of connection that you guys had. Who cares about our age difference? Some of you guys could have an age difference here. I do feel that we might have an older feminine, a younger masculine. It could be the other way around for some of you. So it's reflected here if that is the case for some of you guys. Look at this card. If you only knew that I was the right one for you, you wouldn't have left me for the wrong one. This could be this broken feminine saying this to the masculine, realizing that this could have all been avoided because at the end of the day, you were the right one to begin with. But, you know, they needed to experience that for themselves, and maybe that's why this tower came down, to wake your person up. Look at this next card. I'm sure by now you've realized the grass wasn't greener on the other side because I was the sun that helped that shit grow in the first place. I can't help but feel that that's this broken feminine speaking up to the masculine and letting them know it's like, you didn't need to do this. You know, it did not need to happen. It didn't need to go in this direction. We could have avoided all this because I was the one for you. Wow. All right. So that is what's coming through in the 3D. Scorpio, let's go ahead and grab some insight, focusing on 5D messages here between you and your person. So a very difficult journey for the feminine in the 3D for now. All right, so let's grab some 5D messages here. I'm going to start with my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck. Scorpio, angels and spirit guides, please. 5D, what is going on? What do you need to be made aware of here? Forever and always. Okay, look at that. No matter how you look at it, sideways, upside down, backwards, forwards, and everywhere in between, this is how I want us to be. And this is what they are trying to get you to understand in the 5D. We have resilience. A love connection always starts off as a small seed. Much like a tree, it has to be nurtured over time. It grows, it gets stronger with love and attention. It thrives. That is how I see our love. Beautiful, resilient, solid, and sturdy. So even though you have been through that apocalypse, that tower, you guys are still here. You're still picking up off of each other's energies. I feel the love is still here. Someone's got some regrets over their actions, and maybe they needed to experience realizing that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. And then we have ascension coming through. We've hit rock bottom. We have nowhere to go but up. We've already been through the storm. Exactly. That's what that apocalypse represents. The hard times, the gut-wrenching conversations. The reality of this is that we still love each other. Let's get back into our divine alignment. I'm ready to experience the highest level of unconditional love with you. Let's do this. So either, Scorpio, this is what it is that you want your person to understand in the 5D, or what they want you to know from them and how they're feeling. All right, so let's grab a couple of cards from the Journey of Love and the Journey of Love 2 decks. I've combined both of them. This is by Bridget of Divine Essentials. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. Okay, I'm guided to this one. Pleasure, number 4. You excite me in ways I never knew existed. That's interesting because the next portion of this reading, we're going to be taking a look at the physical connection and sexual chemistry. So they're feeling this excitement when it comes to you. They want to be able to pleasure you, and maybe they are reminiscing about the way you used to pleasure them. They're feeling very emotional in the 5D, okay? You made me feel things I didn't know I could. And they're acknowledging that here. I'm guided to pull one more. We have anger. I'm so mad at myself. I can't help but feel this energy for the masculine. You know, they're mad at themselves for hurting the feminine and putting the feminine into just a very painful energy, breaking them, hurting them. So they've got a lot of regrets, which we've already picked up off of that. All right, so let's grab some tarot here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is my new one. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. So when it comes to the 5D, what do we need to know here? They want forever and always with you. They recognize that this is a strong love connection, even though you guys have hit rock bottom. And as it says, there's only one way to go, which is up. It can only get better from here. But they're also acknowledging that they screwed up, basically. And so they're really angry with themselves over what's happened, because this could have all been avoided. There's this need to be really strong, or to tap into one's strength here. You know, after we've gone through something really hard, it weakens us. You know, it causes us to not be as confident. And I feel some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo here, tapping into your inner strength. And this for me goes together with the resilience card. You know, the type of love that you guys share through time and by nurturing it, as it says, it can continue to grow and get stronger here. Okay. And then you've got the World card. I love these cards, followed by the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Temperance. And then we have the Six of Swords. So these are actually really good cards here, Scorpio, because what this is telling us is there could be the possibility of restoring harmony in this partnership. And at the end of the day, you guys fulfill each other. You make each other happy. You love one another still. So there's a certain cycle here that needs to complete. Part of that cycle has to do with whatever brought the tower down, whatever caused that apocalypse. You guys do have to work as a team. You do have to collaborate and work together in order for this ascension to happen. Okay, and so they have unconditional love. You perhaps still have unconditional love for them. But you guys clearly have had a very painful experience in this partnership in time, which is why the Temperance card is here, because there's this need for patience in order to restore balance in the partnership. But this is a card letting you know that the possibility for restoring the connection and for a reconciliation, it's totally possible here. And then the Six of Swords letting us know that you guys are leaving the past baggage that you guys have dealt with in the past. You're leaving that behind. You're moving on. You're moving forward and transitioning, as the interpretation of the Six of Swords is transitioning to calmer waters. Okay, you've already been through the storm. You've already been through that very difficult stage of experiencing this apocalypse and tower, dealing with the red flags that perhaps at one point in time were ignored, which is why things are the way they are right now. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue once again. I'm going to pull from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck. So from your higher selves, Scorpio and the 5D, what is it that you guys want to say to each other? Focusing more so on your person, but if some of these messages resonate with what you want to say to them, then you're more than welcome to take that part of the message too. Angels and spirit guides, please. The beautiful memories we've shared make me sigh, laugh, cry, and fall in love with you all over again. So they really are reminiscing and thinking about you and remembering all of the beautiful memories that you guys have created together. The heat is rising between you and I. So the sexual chemistry, the physical connection, the passion, the excitement, the pleasure that you guys have at one point in time shared, it keeps surfacing here. And that's the next section of this reading. So you definitely want to stick around for that. This card says, you may not be my first love, but you will be my last love. my best love. Okay, so they're acknowledging that here. And last card, cross my heart. I promise to be there for you always. You are my whole life, my whole world. There's the world card right there. My whole heart. And this is what they want to express in the 5D, because more than likely they're unable to say these things to you in the 3D world for now. Wow, guys, some pretty nice messages reflected here. So I feel you're transitioning away from the more difficult aspects of this connection and are able to hopefully ascend and welcome in happier times ahead. But yeah, your person's coming through that they're upset with themselves over how they treated you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some telepathic conversations to see initially where you guys are at. I'm going to go ahead and pull from this deck by Angelic Revelation 144. You have my heart, soul lovers, and separation. So for those who are at a distance and separation, which is what we're focusing on here today, for the majority, telepathically, what is it that you guys want to say to one another? What does that conversation look like? Your love makes my day, my week, my month, my year, and my life. Beautiful. I think of you before I sleep. I dream of you all night and wake to think of you again. Basically, they think about you 24/7, and maybe you're able to relate to that for yourself. Look at this. I know that I need to make amends for my mistakes. I am contemplating how to do this because I want to show you how much you mean to me. So clearly, especially my divine feminines coming through as the broken feminine in this reading, if you're waiting for your masculine to reach out and maybe you haven't heard from them, maybe it's been a while, they are definitely thinking of making amends here to come towards you because they realize the error of their ways for whatever mistakes they've made. They've been doing a lot of thinking here, and they really want you to know that you still mean so much to them. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and grab some cards here on behalf of the Divine Masculine. I'm going to pull from my Thinking Man Oracle. This is the Volume 2 deck. So Divine Masculine, what do you want to say to your feminine through these telepathic conversations that you guys can't seem to have at this time in the 3D world? Look at this. I'll be waiting for you. So we have a masculine here who isn't going anywhere. It was love at first sight. Maybe you didn't even know that, Divine Feminine, that it was love at first sight. Did that card not come through? I've done so many readings today, guys. Let me just double check if it did or not. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm tripping. No, that was a different reading that I did. There was this card that came through where it literally indicated that it was love at first sight. Sometimes I find myself daydreaming about us the way we used to be. I'd rather be dreaming with you right next to me. And lastly, you can't delete me from your heart's hard drive. In other words, you're never going to be able to forget this masculine no matter what. Even if you guys go your separate ways and you never end up seeing each other ever again. This is a connection that is unlike any other, and you're not meant to forget the connection. You know, it is a once in a lifetime type connection. I'm trying to see. It kind of reminds me of this card right here. If you only knew that I was the right one for you, you wouldn't have left me for the wrong one. You know, so they've got some regrets here. And even if you did try to, for example, delete your masculine, maybe on social media, maybe you block them somehow, they're telling you here, you could do all that and you can kick me out of your life, you can cut me out of your life, but you can't cut me out of your heart. Okay, so let's move these guys up and let's grab some messages for the feminine here. So I'm going to use my Woman's Intuition Oracle, and clearly you guys have been through something very painful, And this is one of those decks where some of the messages from the feminine can be a little bit harsh, but I feel in this instance it's justified. So let's go ahead and see where the feminine is at. The Woman's Intuition Oracle for Scorpio. Look at this. I won't ever forget my love. Yep, I pretty much just said that. No matter what, you're never going to forget each other. You are my ultimate fantasy. So we're going to take a look at those fantasies in the next section with the sexual chemistry. You still have so much love for your masculine. So you guys actually got some pretty tame messages from this deck this time. So this one says, our souls, our vibrations, our energies, our thoughts, our memories will forever be intertwined, even if our bodies aren't, although I would prefer the latter. Okay, so this is where you're at, Divine Feminine, if you're able to relate to those messages. You still feel drawn to your masculine, even though they hurt you, even though they did things to break you and break your heart and hurt you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'm going to use my modern day Seer's tarot and Oracle tarot with a twist. And if you're new to my channel, this is a deck that I created especially for advanced beginners. The majority of the cards, it's got upright and reversed meanings, so it really allows you to learn the deck very quickly and learn tarot quickly. The twist here, guys, is that it includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards exclusive to this deck. So while you are learning, it's challenging you at the same time. All right, Scorpio. Okay, for some of you guys, your masculine could be coming in as this King of Cups, which is actually good because this is somebody who isn't going to hurt you. This is somebody who's ready to offer you that cup of love. This is someone who's emotionally balanced. So I don't think they were coming towards you as the King of Cups before, but this is a part of their growth. This is perhaps a part of their ascension to come towards you in this way. There's something about the Christmas time that's represented here. That could be a very special time of year for some of you guys. A time to gather with friends, with family, of course. The two of you could also be really family oriented. Some of you could have already had children together. The King of Cups represents a good husband, a good father. Okay, someone who's mature and compassionate. So that could be your masculine here. That they've evolved towards this type of energy. And maybe during the holiday season is when things might finally come together for some of you. We do have the Baron of Fire. So for some of you guys, maybe your masculine could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or they could have water or fire in their chart. Okay, so this is someone who's very adventurous. They are the life of the party. They have a really fun personality. And it's right next to Christmas tree. So I have a feeling here this person loves the holiday season as well. They could be a really successful business person. They're very confident. They're very passionate. Passionate lover, a very caring spouse, compassionate parent here. This could be describing your masculine, or at least the version of your masculine who has the capability of bringing you the happiness that they could not bring you before. Look at this. We've got the Four of Wands. So this could represent a twin flame connection here, Scorpio. This is the need to really focus on building a strong foundation in the partnership, you know? And remember, it already came through earlier when we were focusing on the 3D messages. So that's what your person is really wanting to manifest in this relationship, is a much stronger foundation, because that's why you guys ended up having that tower, that apocalypse in the 3D. If it hasn't happened already, that could ultimately be where you guys are headed. It can be avoided because there is truly this need to really assess the situation, the relationship, and if it's on faulty ground, if it's on a rocky foundation, things are going to fall apart. So those things need to be addressed and taken care of. For those of you, clearly we're focusing on separation and distance. So twin flame reunion is what this is telling us that is possible. Happy families, reunions, celebrations, harmony, all of it a part of the Four of Wands. It comes down to working together, working as a team. And that's coming through in this reading. Okay? And this simply clarifies that someone was left out in the cold. This is a part of the struggles that you guys have been through. This represents the breakup and the fact that someone was entertaining other options and having way too many options in love and romance. But here we are with the Ace of Wands, ready for a new beginning, a new opportunity. The spark clearly is still here between the two of you. Love at first sight from the masculine. You still see your masculine as your ultimate fantasy, Divine Feminine. Twin flames in separation who can find your way back together. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some messages now, focusing on the physical aspect of things, the physical connection, the sexual chemistry between the two of you. All right, guys. So this next section, it does contain sexual content, sexual innuendos. Some of the cards may have profanity. If that bothers you, if that's something you're not interested in, you're more than welcome to fast forward to the next section. All right, Scorpio. So let's begin. Let's take a look at the sexual chemistry. I forgot to mention, this is my sugar and spice oracle. All right, here we go. I'm guided to this one. We have nutmeg. Somebody could really love nutmeg here. My love for you runs deep. I can't help but feel nostalgic about all these wonderful times we've shared together. Those sweet memories warm my heart and fill my life with so much joy. Let's create new memories, shall we? That's what they're wanting here, Scorpio, is to be able to create new memories. I feel they think about you a lot. They miss you. They miss being with you. We have Star Anise coming through. I'm not giving up on us. I believe in you and me. Please tell me there's still hope to bring back what we once had. Even though it has been a while, I still feel so drawn to you. You will forever be a part of my heart. You are my shining star. I mean, these messages are beautiful, Scorpio. They see you as that shining star, that guiding light that perhaps is leading them back to you. We do have Ginger. Okay, so take whatever part of this makes sense. Not everyone likes me, but I'm a good catch. I'm a pretty blunt person, so things I say aren't always easy to swallow. Actually, it can kind of burn a little. I may snap at you sometimes, but don't take it personally. It's just that I've built a thick skin over time. I am who I am, and if we can simply accept each other for who we are, then we should get along just fine. So you might be dealing with somebody who has a bit of a rough exterior to them. You know, they could have a bit of a salty personality and maybe give you attitude during confrontations and arguments. But at the end of the day, this is somebody who really loves you. They care for you. And maybe they've dealt with people that have really contributed to why they are the way they are. As it says, you know, they've built a thick skin over time. So this is the need to accept each other for your triumphs and your faults, because nobody's perfect at the end of the day. Let's grab one more message. We have Cherry. Okay. You never know which version of me you're going to get, because I'm not that predictable. Some days you may find I'm pretty wild. Eat me, bite me, lick me, savor my flavor. I can make you drool with pleasure. Careful, I could stain the sheets. Okay? So whatever part of the sexual innuendos that are presenting itself here through these messages, maybe you're able to relate to that. But they're very predictable, as it says, so you just don't know which version of them you might get. One day they might be giving you attitude, and another day they're just full of love and very affectionate. So, you know, but they're coming through as someone who's pretty wild about you. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this with some additional guidance from the Slow and Sexy Sensual Love Favors deck by Angelic Revelation 144. All right, Scorpio, what else? I want to kiss every inch of your body slowly. Okay, so very slow, sensual kisses all over your body is what they are fantasizing about. What else for Scorpio when it comes to the sexual chemistry, physical connection? Let's get naked and massage each other from head to toe. This could be something that you guys also really enjoyed doing when you were together. You know, just some very intimate massages there. I want to press my body against you and hold you tight. This is somebody that perhaps is someone who enjoys hugging and cuddling or spooning, you know, just being able to be intimate as well with you, and then afterwards just really holding you tight. I want to dirty dance with you. That could have been something that you guys enjoyed as well. Let's grab one more. Ooh, okay, two more. This one says, let's take a sensual bubble bath or shower together. I want to French kiss you deeply. All right, so the passion, the kisses, those intimate moments, sensual massages, and just passionate times that you guys have spent together. I feel they are thinking about that. They're fantasizing about it. They're feeling nostalgic overall about you, the connection, the love, and the physical intimacy. They're fantasizing and thinking about it all. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages from this deck. This is the Lyrics of the Heart, the Grown and Sexy version. This is by Divine Moon Empress. So I'm not familiar with every song in here, but maybe you guys might recognize it. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio, when it comes to the sexual chemistry, the physical intimacy, the physical connection, what else needs to come through here? I was made to love you, my lips to kiss you, my eyes to see you, my legs to stand with you forever, my life together I was made to love you. Look at that. There's something about those kisses and the way that they look at you, perhaps. All right, we've got a couple songs here. I watch you when you're grooving like water from the bottom of a pool. You're moving without moving, and when you move, I'm moved. Okay, so maybe when they watch you or when they're watching you dance or however way you are with them, it just gets them really excited about being intimate with you. So this one says, don't you dare slow down now. Go longer, lover. You can last more rounds. Push harder. You're almost there now. I'm getting for some of you guys that when you were together, certainly sexually, that you guys were at it all night. It could have just been, you know, round 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just constantly making love and being together and enjoying each other's company. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional guidance from tarot. I'm going to use my Tabby Tarot teacher this time. Let me move these guys up. So yes, you have been through some difficult moments in your relationship, but part of the ascension here, I feel, Scorpio, is to help bring you guys back, to have more intimate moments together, to be able to love one another in the 3D once again. There's a lot here that needs to be expressed, I feel, that hasn't been fully expressed in the 3D. Four of Swords. So for some of you guys, maybe you're still allowing your fears and anxieties to stress you out during this time, but this is a resting period. This is time to relax and recuperate from all of the difficult moments that you guys have had. So with the Temperance energy presenting itself, which came through earlier already, that it will take time. Some of you could be focused on a Sagittarian here. It is going to take time to be able to heal this situation. It's not one of those things where it's going to heal tomorrow or even possibly the second half of June. It is going to take time. So you have to be patient with how things are playing itself out here. And I know that some of you guys are fantasizing about being with your person, certainly sexually. That has to wait as well. So perhaps through the 5D interaction, that's where you guys are being intimate in the meantime. through dreams, through astral travel, sexual exchange of energies in that way. But this is a possible reconciliation here, guys, that you could take it out of the 5D and bring it into the 3D. So just to reiterate, the Temperance card did come through already. So it's letting you know here that this is very important to have the patience to see this through. So it's not going to happen right away. Some of you guys could be dealing with a King of Wands here, okay, representing fire energy. So this is someone who is very passionate. They also have a really great sense of humor. So I feel this masculine will eventually take the lead in this situation and help you both to find your way back to each other. Look at this. We've got the Six of Swords transitioning you guys out of those crazy times of having to experience tower moments and an apocalypse here. So it's confirmed because it already came through before with that Six of Swords. So it is a transition. You guys are leaving the chaos behind and heading towards a calmer vibe in your partnership. All right, guys. So that's what's coming through when it comes to the physical connection between the two of you. Let's go ahead and grab some healing messages here now for the collective. All right, so grabbing some healing messages for you, Scorpio. Let's take a look and see what is presenting itself here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. What else do we need to know? Healing messages for Scorpio. Whoa. Okay, self-acceptance, very important. Okay, if someone can't accept you for who you are, what it is that you're bringing to the table, then, there's an issue there. So that could have been part of the problem. If anyone ever wants to change you, it comes down to you being confident within yourself. All right, what else? Manifestation, beautiful. Followed by signs. Pay attention to whatever these signs are, because that might be giving you an indication that you're about to manifest something, not just necessarily in your love life either. This is a love and life reading, so any aspect of your life where you're trying to focus and manifest. It could be a new job for some of you, or it could be better health. It could be a better relationship with a family member or a friend. This healing could also be for those of you who might be dealing with some ailments. So your angels are helping you to heal through that. But part of this healing too is an emotional healing, a spiritual healing. Okay? Truth and integrity is crucial here, because we already know that you guys have been through some challenges because someone wasn't being truthful. That ultimately is what's going to reestablish a strong foundation, certainly when it comes to the integrity of the relationship. Okay? Harmony will be restored for you and this person. Your prayers have been heard. It will manifest, but you got to just have some patience until that's able to come through. This retreat card for me has a couple of meanings. First meaning is, of course, we've already gotten the Four of Swords that came through, the need to rest and relax and recuperate. This to me represents that, just going perhaps on a retreat, go get a massage, get a spa day, and just chillax, just some downtime. But this could also represent the need to back away from somebody because there's something there that needs work. Okay, backing away from a situation or a person. But clearly, happy times ahead, celebrations. Okay, so spiritual growth, it's all about having faith and trust that what's meant for you will come to you when the time is right. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some messages from the Lover's Oracle deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. Look at this sexual union. So some of you guys definitely are fantasizing and thinking about coming together with your person in a sexual way, okay? And then we have secret admirer. So of course we all know what the traditional meaning of a secret admirer is. That could be a reality for some of you. But what I'm getting here is the person that has captured your heart they're keeping their feelings hidden for now because they're unable to express it maybe in the way that they'd like to. Okay, but it does say someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So it might take a little bit of time for them to just really fess up and open up their heart fully. And the sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And bottom of the deck, we have forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Okay? And I really feel that strongly for my feminines here, because we can't make that up. You know, we ended up getting a broken feminine message in this reading. It has been a very, very difficult journey for you, if I can actually find that card. And so I feel this especially is a message for the feminine needing to find forgiveness within yourself and being able to forgive your masculine, perhaps. Not that you're condoning whatever actions they took to hurt you, but this is you letting go of that very heavy baggage and energy that you've been holding on to. Letting that go and finding forgiveness in your heart is what's really going to help you to start healing fully. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up here, Scorpio, with some final messages from the Whispers of Love deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. All right, I'm guided to this one. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. And I feel that is crucial in the development and growth of what's happening between the two of you. Appreciate every moment that the two of you are blessed with, to be able to at least rectify the issues, to work through it, to heal through it, and find your way back towards each other. Let's grab one more here. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Absolutely. It's not enough to talk about it. It's not enough to fantasize about it or dream about it. You know, it needs action. Those actions from your person, I feel, will be very crucial towards the direction that you guys are going to go eventually. If they don't do anything about it, as we've already seen in this reading, it could be a missed opportunity. I feel, though, a stronger pull towards you, so I don't think they're going to let that opportunity pass you by. I mean, there's always the possibility, yes, but it's a lot stronger that they feel the need to fix whatever's broken between the two of you. All right, guys, so that is where I'm going to leave this one, and whatever part of it made sense for you, I do hope it helps bring about healing and restores peace and harmony in the connection and overall in your life. If you are interested in your own reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you next time.